Alright, welcome back to Metal Gear Rising. Today we're going to start the DLCs.
Metal Gear Rising. Revengeance.
Also, if you input the Konami code in the title screen, you will get Raiden to say the title of the game. So we'll be starting with the second of the two DLCs released, Blade Wolf. So, let's get started.
LQ-84I, acknowledge. I have your orders. You will see them through down to the letter, or else. Well, you know what we do to naughty AIs, don't you? I trust that will serve as adequate motivation. So, your orders are to eliminate a certain pesky politician. I have marked the objective on your radar.
Alright, so as you would expect, Blade Wolf is a little bit different from Raiden. Of course, he does still have Blade Mode. He can still dodge, he can still run. He's got a little bit more interesting kind of aerial attacks. He is really not... He doesn't have a great amount of health. And most of the gameplay as Blade Wolf, you're going to want to do stealthily. So I think that is the way that Blade Wolf really differs from Raiden. They really tried to make a more stealth-oriented experience. Now, the reason I'm doing this one first is because even though this one was released second, the first one I think is the superior one, and I don't know, there's just not... there's like one good thing about this DLC, at least in my opinion. So over here we have our objective.
There he is. Eliminate him.
And all we gotta do is just go into Blade Mode. And as you probably could already tell, or at least if you didn't, you probably now know, this was all just a simulation.
VR mission complete.
And that's gonna be the only good rank I get.
Well, what did you think of the exercise?
Mission accomplished. The target was neutralized.
That giant intellect, and this is all you have to say?
I obey the orders I am given. I was not ordered to gather data on the merits of the mission.
Perhaps you are more like a dog than I thought. Your kill count, though? It is disappointing. Perhaps Sundowner was right. You lack man's killer instinct. Well, there are several methods we might use to help give you that edge. Repress your emotions through certain training scenarios over and over. Or teach you that following orders absolves you of responsibility. Instill a fanatical belief in our cause. That our enemies deserve death. Or perhaps convince you that they aren't people at all. That they are less than human. That they are like animals. Things. I wonder which method would work best on you.
I possess neither man's killer instinct nor his moral urge to resist it. None of your methods would be effective.
Are you saying I cannot teach you any new tricks? Very well. Continue your training.
So now they're going to throw us into a bit of a tutorial with a VR mission. These are useful if you really want to get the hang of, you know, how different Blade Wolf plays.
Time for the practical combat training. Eliminate all cyborgs you find in the VR.
Now, even though Blade Wolf is cool to play as, and it's, you know, interesting to play as someone who isn't Raiden, I think they really wasted an opportunity to have someone really cool to play as, such as, I think playing as Monsoon, or even, hey, Mistral, I think would be a lot of fun to play as, but I would have really loved a Monsoon DLC, but instead we get, you know, Blade Wolf.
Not bad. Keep it up.
And that's that. This one is a little interesting. It kind of goes into something that's a little more different with Blade Wolf than it is for Raiden.
Use dash to move at high speed.
Obviously, he still has the Ninja Run, although I don't think it's called the Ninja Run here.
In your way.
You can pick those guys up for BP, but I really don't need it for anything at this point. Everything in the game's all leveled up. Pretty much anything that you could do, or anything that Blade Wolf could do in the fight with Blade Wolf, you can do in this game, for the most part. So if we select these guys, we can use these to destroy these little cardboard goons. And this is pretty cool. I never use them. Well, I'll use them maybe like once or twice, but besides that, it's like fairly useless to use those guys.
But enough chit-chat. Just do what comes naturally, yes?
This is great here. This guy's like, wait, what? Who hit me? And then he realizes, oh, there's the robot dog over there. Oh, the enemies in this game aren't too bright now, are they? Yeah, for the VR missions, they're not going to throw many, you know, tough enemies at you. It's just going to be these guys. But throughout the DLC, they're actually going to throw a lot of really difficult enemies, such as like Mastiffs and Grads. And that's why it's important to stealth in this DLC, because otherwise Blade Wolf stands no chance. Come on, hit that. You can do it. Damn it. It never works. That's a really cool attack. I think that's my favorite attack that Blade Wolf does. It can be very useful. And of course I missed that.
Remember what you have learned here. Should you embarrass me? Well, it just would not do.
Yeah, Blade Wolf, try and remember the basics of CQC.
I really gotta take your little toy AI along?
The more the merrier, no?
Yeah, whatever. Different AI, but it's still just an LQ-84. And your ID? Oh, it speaks. I'm Kamson, aka the Desert Storm.
You will be joining him on the next mission.
Buckle the fuck up, little doggy. Remember this. We're bringing freedom here if it kills us. Or better yet, them. I would not know about freedom. Then get ready for an education.
We will see who gets the education.
Mistral, our mission is to spread freedom. If so, then why am I never offered a choice?
Why? Well, that's...
And we're still in VR missions because why not? This whole video is pretty much just going to be VR missions.
For this simulation, we have recreated the mission area in VR. Head to the target indicated on your map.
And of course, it's all going to be areas that we've already visited as Raiden. There's not going to be any new areas, which is, I think, the most unfortunate part of this entire DLC. Well, both DLCs, really, but I think the first one does a little bit better job of making it feel new. Whoops. How could I have missed that? here's where they're gonna really try and tell you, you're gonna want to use stealth. Because I do believe there is a Mastiff in this area.
Access denied. Enter security code.
I don't have that. So we're gonna want to go up there, but I do believe there's gonna be a guy right over here. So let's go kill him. Hopefully no one else heard that. Knowing the AI in this game, they probably don't suspect a thing. They're on alert, but... there are hidden VR missions, like, throughout these levels, but I won't be bothering with those, because I want to just kind of get this done as quick as possible. I think I missed with every single one of those. And yeah, there is a Mastiff in this area, so ow! Those are reused lines from the boss battle, like he'll say, combo completed, or, you know, superficial damage. Those are all from when we fought him as Raiden. Fighting Mastiffs and big enemies like this is probably the worst part of Blade Wolf. He is not very powerful at all. Alright, let's get that guy's arm out of here so the Mastiff's at least a little bit less challenging. Oh, and we got him. Didn't take as long as I thought it was, but they're still really annoying. That guy was no challenge. He didn't even try and attack us. I love how he uses his paws. It's so adorable. I want a Blade Wolf of my own.
Well, I suppose that is that. Now for your next mission.
Yeah, this is probably going to be 2 videos for Blade Wolf. This first one's all VR, and then the second one's probably just going to be the mission itself. It's really not that long. You could probably do it in about a half hour if you really wanted to just blow through it. And this is exactly the kind of thing that you want to try and stealth kill. Otherwise, you're going to be here a while fighting these guys. Raptors are no fun. At least when you're playing as Blade Wolf. This is, I think, the easiest area to stealth in. There's another raptor and a couple just generic dudes in here, but that one guy almost never turns around, so you could probably get the raptor, no problem. And even if you get seen after you beat the raptor, who cares? The raptor's really the thing that you wanted to take care of. I'd say as long as you're good at stealth, for the most part, you're probably not going to have too big a deal with Blade Wolf's DLC. Now watch this. This is how bad the AI is. How did he not see me? But hey, I've been saying it this entire game. The AI is so piss poor.
Not bad. I will give you your next set of orders when you reach your objective.
What's the point of that then? Why did Mistral even call? It could have just been like, hey, here's your objective, go there. Might as well pick some stuff up while we're in here. As much as, you know, I do like playing as Blade Wolf, but I wish that you could have played as, like, his cool, the cooler version of him. You know, after he teams up with Raiden and gets, like, the cooler armor where he looks like Batman.
Alright, Doggy. This is the final mission. Make use of platforms and footholds to reach your goal.
Alright, Doggy. So this is the most annoying part of Blade Wolf's entire DLC. Because this game, I've said it multiple times, this game is not really proficient at platforming. Because it's not really something that, you know, the characters were exactly designed for. And that was a mistake. I was going for that guy, but I'm very glad that the Mastiff was going in the other direction. Otherwise, I wasn't going to have a very good day. Yeah, some areas around here can be kind of difficult to stealth in. But really, as long as we're not dealing with Mastiffs, we should be fine. And that's that. This guy isn't going to be a problem either. Yeah, most of the things you could do as Raiden, you could do as Blade Wolf, like parrying and dodging. So it's not so radically different from Raiden. And I'd say, while he's not as fast or agile as Raiden, he's up there. So now we're gonna kind of just platform a little bit, even though this part is really not important to platform over because I was just where this is gonna lead up. Like, I did not need to do that just then. Jump over there. We don't need the BP, so we're not going to go out of our way to get it. The goal isn't really that far away, but it can be kind of annoying just because sometimes it's depth perception, sometimes it's just slippery controls. So it's not the easiest to platform. Case in point. So the bombs are very, very easy to avoid. Thankfully his tail is not a hit point, at least on the bombs, so that's always a good thing. And after we clear out this hammer guy, that's pretty much it. We're pretty much home free. There's a whole bunch of Mastiffs below us, but that's only a problem if we fall down. And hopefully we should not do that. We could kill them for points, but I don't want to. And that's that.
That is it for your VR training. Tomorrow, we commence the operation. Have yourself fully defragged and ready.
And we'll start the real mission in the next video. See you then.